morning, traders. Welcome to the Elliott Wave Street update. I'm Juan Maldonado, and it's a pleasure to start the week with some of our wave counts. You can get the full wave count analysis on elliottwavestreet.com/membership, where we cover cryptos, where we cover other forex pairs, futures, stocks, and more. Let's start with the euro. Last week, we were talking about the wave B in order to find the completion on this weekly chart to have a move up back to the previous highs. So we are here, and the plan is to find or validate the end of wave B. Too early validation is negative for your trade, can become your enemy. Too much validation is negative because it could become your trading enemy as well. So we need a little bit of validation. That's the plan, in order to have a small stop loss and a good potential, but we need validation. Trading without validation is a big issue. So let's go to the lower time frames, like the hourly chart, where we can plan the setup for this week. Today we have already the first validation. Look, the price was able here to validate the end of 2 with this green candle. It happened at 3 a.m. was too early, so I didn't take it. So here we have two scenarios. The first scenario is to have price coming down here, making a more complex wave 2. That will be fantastic to have this as a connector wave. We will need to see the price soon rejecting and moving lower, and we can buy it from here. That would be great, but with all these validations, is a low probability. So the other scenario that we have is to wait to see a 5-wave sequence. You see the difference, and this would be wave 1, this would be wave 2. And after wave 2, we can expect a wave 3 in order to have the completion of the setup, right? The huge wave 3. So for any scenario, I'm looking for a big move up on the euro targets. 120s, 124 can go higher. Last week, we were talking about the first entry on the euro on the previous weekly video to have a lower low below this pivot, right? Like 8 days ago, we were somewhere here. And once we have a failure to continue lower, that was entry number 1. So this is entry number 1 on the euro. First, the validation. Second, the validation is happening today here. And now we're looking for a discount, either below wave 2 or just as a 3-wave sequence to go long. This is the S&P. The S&P was a fantastic setup. Last week, we were talking about this entry as well. Look, we have, this is a corrective wave. Then a powerful price for wave 3, but this first validation that happened here. Look, we have the first validation here, same as the euro 3 in the morning. I didn't take it. And then price moves higher, also breaking this important level to high the validation, too expensive. So actually what I did was to wait for a discount, and I triggered my trade right here at this green candle, at the close of that green candle, because the logic behind is that I have a discount here and I have all the validations on the left. Then I just needed a little validation to trigger my trade with a stop loss just below the low. The price then, it was showing a little bit of noise. That's fine, but look where we are. I like to book profits at the same distance that I have from the stop loss. I like to book partial profits, half of my trade, when I have the setup, you know. So when I have a half, let's say that I'm risking 40 points. So if I'm risking 40 points, then I just book profits, partial profits. I book partial profits at the same amount of points with half of my trade, and I didn't keep my other half active. Look, I mentioned this on this setup on last week video, but also I tweeted on October the 13th on the live when we were live there. This was the chart, right? So look at the setup, right? Look at the setup. So entry 1, entry 2, and look at the forecast. Fantastic, right? So we have a huge potential, fantastic risk reward, because always we have a risk. Not all the trades are going to work, of course, but the plan is that most of them work, and most of them work, but also with a low risk. So this is a beautiful trade. I still have a half of my entry active, and I'm gonna hold it for a little bit longer. All right, traders, if you want to receive this fantastic analysis every day with entry points, with analysis, with institutional analysis, because I also go through the smart money cycles and how the institutions find their entries. I have a whole members academy with some tutorials about Elliott wave, about the risk management, and every video, Monday to Friday, forex, futures, or stocks, it's a whole course, because you're going to learn in live markets how I apply, how I see the cycles, how I trigger my trades. Please have a fantastic start of your week. Visit ElliottWaveStreet.com/membership to start your trial. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.